Hello and welcome to the Mommin with MJ podcast. I'm your host, MJ. And in this podcast, we're going to be talking all about advice and tips and things to really not only just survive this mom thing, but really thrive in it and help us out. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself since it's our first podcast, and then we're going to jump right into our first subject of community. So a little bit about me is that I am a mom of six children. I'm a biological mom of four of them and a stepmom of two. My children range in the ages of 21 all the way down to five. So we have the gamut of kiddos for us. And today I really wanted to talk about community. Because it's really fundamental to my survival, my sanity, really it just helps with everything that you're going through to have the right community behind you. So when I say the right community, I want to make sure that we surround ourselves with like-minded, strong women. So as moms, those are things that we need to look for to surround ourselves with. So when I say like-minded, what I mean is if you're a Christian, the way that, like I am, I want to make sure that fundamentally our values are the same. So I want to have other Christian, Christ-following women to walk alongside of me. Now, if you don't have that, again, you need to seek it out because if they don't have your core values and morals in mind, if they don't have the same trajectory in that aspect of their lives, they can't speak into yours the same way. They're not going to understand. They're not going to know what drives you and what really motivates you to raise your children or even live your life day to day if they don't have the same core values and morals. So make sure that they're like-minded as you. Now, I don't mean that they agree with you on everything, and that brings me to the next point is being a strong woman. So making sure that they are strong and that you don't intimidate them so that they're not intimidated by you so they can tell you, hey, kind of messed up here, or hey, I think you should think of it differently or do it differently. Because a lot of times we can get into our own heads and be whatever we feel like or whatever we want to do and not thinking about consequences or not seeing it from another person's perspective. So making sure that those other women that surround you are strong enough to tell you when you're doing wrong. They're strong enough to hold you accountable for the things that they think that you're not seeing all sides of the equation, and making sure that they're strong enough to support you in going through your life and doing this mom thing. And then the last thing that it is in my like-minded, strong, and women. So I know that a lot of people don't, that a lot of people like to have men and women, female and male friends. I'm here to tell you that for me and my opinion, I absolutely think that that doesn't work. So if you're a woman, you need to be friends with women and you need to surround yourself with other women that support you, especially if you're married moms, because it can really be a detriment and just chip away at your marriage, even if you're not seeing it right away, even if you're like, no, I've been friends with this person my whole life and he's amazing. There's always going to be something in you that will compare his good to your husband's bad. In some aspect, it's going to happen. And then you also don't want to give your husband any kind of doubt or anything like that. So making sure that they're women. I think that only a woman understands a woman. Only a mom can really understand a mom. And if you have all three components, so if you're like-minded, so you have the same morals and same values in your life, you have the same compass that's going to be guiding you, and that they're strong so they can hold you accountable, making sure that you are doing the right thing and seeing it from all aspects, that you can get the clear perspective on everything, and also female. So making sure that there are other moms. If you surround yourself with women like this, and that is your community, those are your people, those are the ones that you go to when you really need the hard advice, or if something is really going on in your life that you need support with, it is going to make your life so much easier and so much better, I guarantee you. So does that mean that you can't be friends with people that aren't like-minded, that you can't be friends with you know people that may be your subordinates or not as maybe a little bit more intimidated of you? No, absolutely, you can be friends with them, but this community that I'm speaking of is the community that is going to help you on your way to being an amazing mom and being a really go-to to give you the advice and to make sure that we are walking that path and going the same direction that we all want to go to. So we want to really be successful. And then this is really what's going to get you there, is making sure that that core values, you have these guardrails in place, which is this community. And I guarantee you, once you have this group of women, it is going to make your life so much easier. And then if you're already doing this mom thing, and then you create this community around you that you didn't have before, if it wasn't like this, it's going to make your life so much easier. You're going to love it. So I love talking to you. If you have any questions or would love to connect with me, I have free 30-minute consultations, and I would love to talk to y'all about anything that you might have, um, any mom things that you might have or that you might want to hear me talk about or give my opinion or advice on. You can go ahead and email me at momminwithmj@gmail.com. I would love to answer those questions in future podcasts. Thank you. Have a great day. Keep mommin'.